This tutorial will help you create a rubric within the Blackboard learning environment. For ease with working with these instructions to create this rubric, I want you to open two tabs within your browser. You already have one open as you are in the course, and if you will go to the very top of the browser page and click the plus button, you will be able to open a new tab. If you go back into Missouri Southern and hit Blackboard, your courses will come up right here on the right hand side, and your Blackboard course will be here, your practice online course. So please go into that Blackboard online course. What you will do in this assignment is toggle between the two courses, your online course and your practice course. I will take you through step-by-step instructions on how to create a rubric, build an assignment, and link the rubric to the assignment in this Blackboard training course. I will pause at the end of each step. That is when I want you to toggle back and forth between this training course and your practice course. This is the training course, and then you would toggle back to your practice course. I will pause at the end of each step. Toggle to your practice course and do the described step in your course. When you have finished, toggle back to this course by the tabs at the top and answer the question in the video. The video then will continue to the next step. Step 1. On this page where this tutorial is being viewed, at the very top of the assignment there is an attached file link called Discussion Board Rubric. Please access that rubric by clicking on the link. This is a sample rubric that you will use to build your own rubric in your practice course. This rubric will need to be accessed during this session so you can, 1, print the rubric, or minimize this page so it is readily accessible for this assignment. Step 2. In your practice course, you will go to the left-hand side of the page and scroll down to the link that says Course Tools. Click on Course Tools and then look for the Rubrics link in that column and click the Rubrics link. You will come to this page in which you will be able to create or import a rubric. Today we're going to create a rubric. Go ahead and click on Create Rubric. Step 3. In your practice course, when you clicked on the Create Rubric link, this is the screen that will appear. There is a name descriptor box here in which I want you to name this rubric Discussion Question Rubric. You also have a text box in which you can add a description. I have some pre-copied text. I do add a description of how the rubric will be used within the course. However, we do not need to take the time now to add that description. I do want to come down to the rubric detail because this is the meat of how we will set up the rubric. In the background, I have running the rubric that I downloaded earlier from the course assignment, and down on my toolbar I have Word open, and when I click on that icon, a copy of that rubric will appear. And so as I go back and forth between the rubric and the rubric creation in the course, I will be able to cut and paste or just look at this and be able to replicate the columns within the rubric. You can minimize this to get back to the course, or you can just hit in the background the Blackboard course and it will take you back. As you can tell that this rubric is set up on a point range. So when we go back to the course and we come back down to the rubric type, we'll hit the down edit arrow and look for point range, and I will select point range. We have 3 columns of levels of achievement, and I will show you how to change those to fit the building of the rubric that we're going to use in this course. Bring back up the rubric, and you can see those levels of achievement are unacceptable, needs improvement, average, and excellent. So we will go to the first column, which is unacceptable, 0 out of 3 points. And we can see that there is a down edit arrow. If we click that and edit, we can change the column name, hit save, If we bring that back up the rubric, the next column was needs improvement, 4 to 6 points. Again, we would come to the down edit arrow, needs improvement, save, bringing back up the rubric. The next column is average, 7 to 8 points. Again, the same process, average. And then we can bring the rubric up again and see that we need an extra column. So in order for you to insert an extra column, we would go back up to that navigation bar at the very top where it says Add Column. Click that button and a new column will appear. And of course that column was the excellent column. And step 4, establishing the grade criteria. Establishing grade criteria can make the process of grading more efficient and consistent. Providing these criteria to students can help students perform better and prevent confusion or frustration about their grades. Remember to consider the learning goals of the assignment as you develop the criteria by which you grade. So when I developed the discussion question criteria, it was based on what I wanted the students to achieve through the discussion question. So as we go and build this part of your course, we will refer back, of course, to the downloaded rubric. The very first column, or the very first criteria, will be initial comments. So as we go back to the course, we will edit, and we will put initial comments here. Make sure you save that. The second one is the message quality. Editing again. And then we can see that final one is etiquette. Now with the descriptors for the criteria, if you will take your downloaded rubric, we can just cut and paste criteria. Again, all I did was use the Control C and Control V, Control C to copy, Control V to paste within the rubric. Going to the back to the rubric, Control C copies, and then we're taking it over in Control V paste. For the average criteria, Control C to copy and Control V to paste. And then for the excellent criteria, we will do that for every portion of the rubric when we're establishing the grading criteria. So we're going back to the Word document, message quality, we're copying, and then pasting within the rubric. Copy and paste. Please take the time to do this within the rubric because we will be using this rubric to associate with an assignment. great thing about doing rubrics this way is that you can create your own, or you can go out and see what rubrics are available by other professors that teach in your same subject, and you can cut and paste from their rubrics into this rubric template. Step 5, we will go ahead and assign points to the rest of the columns as well. The initial comments, of course, unacceptable was 0 to 3, needs improvement 4 to 6, average was 7 to 8, and excellent was 9 to 10. And you can, or each of the grading criteria within the rubric. So we can make message quality, unacceptable is 0 to 3, needs improvement 4 to 6, average 7 to 8, and excellent is 9 to 10. And again, we're going to do it for etiquette as well. The level of achievement unacceptable, 0 to 3 here, 4 to 6 here. And please note, these can all be different. For the ease of instruction, I'm keeping them all the same points. And as we can see at the end, this particular grading discussion question would be worth 30 points. Because that's 0, so 30 points. My discussion questions are not worth that much, but I'm just showing you how you can use a rubric to grade more efficiently and evenly across all assignments, or all students within a particular assignment. So there you have it, your first rubric in the Blackboard learning environment. Again, to go and check your work, just go down to the course tools, rubrics, and your first rubric should be right there in your course.